Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Expanse. We're into season 2 now. I've had a bit of a break, bit of time off from this, and it's been good. It's got me recharged and got me super hyped to get back into the show. I've also started Ahsoka in the meantime because that's come out now, so if you want to go check those videos out, then feel free to. Hopefully by the time this video is posted, I will have 3 Ahsoka videos up, which is like half the season. Anyway, Expanse. We're here for Expanse. Season 2. Last we left off, the crew had just left Eros in a state of somewhat disrepair, as it was infected by this bioweapon that creates ghosts? I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but Kenzo was having a bad time, and it seems some kind of hive mind with like spores that are floating lights and can create humanoid shapes. I don't know. No clue what's going on there, but we'll find out, I guess. We had Chrisjen uncovering secrets and starting to figure out a conspiracy by the looks of it, so we'll see where that one goes. Thank you for all your support so far. It's been absolutely awesome, and I've been really enjoying this show, and I'm looking forward to getting into the rest of it. So, without further ado, I think we should do just that and watch Season 2, Episode 1, X-Ray. Let's go. Ooh. What's going on here? Uh-oh. That's neat. These suits are really cool.
The skies will be crying just to please us.
No more next run.
Oh, that's an accent.
Shipping out. Rumor is you're heading to
Ooh,
Phoebe Station.
Phoebe.
So say your goodbyes.
I think I've heard of this character. She doesn't want to leave, does she? It's cool seeing Mars, because we haven't actually seen the surface of Mars yet. Mariner Valley, 100 years. Oh, that's cool.
Someday.
She's got like a simulation thing. Uh-oh. Feel like this is a dream. Yeah. That's cool.
Who's that, boss?
Oh, did they get that off?
Whatever the Anubis crew put in there, that safe is designed to protect the hell out of
Okay.
it.
Oh, that's the safe they got off the
I
end
need
of this,
to
right?
pee.
I'm peeing right now. Perks of a vac suit.
Go. Today's when we work on a board, just the 2 of us.
Backstory.
Not having to say 10 words together all
Whatever it was freezing is going to become.
unfrozen.
Oh, fun.
We should go back. Whatever happened, maybe
Yeah, I don't think
Silver
that's a
now,
good
maybe.
idea.
so we're still left alive.
Oh, he's grown a beard. Which means it's been a little bit of time, I guess.
Maybe,
You know,
because I just took an explosive.
never mind. Never mind.
Okay.
At least we have to keep our hair.
Hooray.
I guess that's some kind of chemotherapy.
Julie Mao, me, I don't care much if justice gets involved. I just want him dead.
I mean, that's a form of justice, right?
Thanks for the lift.
Yay, they're friends now.
And the cancer.
Ooh, what is in here? Oh, is that more of the bioweapon? Uh-oh. Don't let that out. Shit. Chuck that bad boy into space and shoot it a few times.
Believes he can go from
I
being
love
a
her
villain
hairstyle
to
though.
a statesman. He cannot.
And obviously the costume.
My father taught
know.
me something. Never.
Oh! Oopsies. Ooh, someone's out to get her.
Molecule that gave the goddamn thing a name.
Protomolecule.
It all started.
By feeding it a larger biomass,
He's talking about Eros.
I send the protomolecule to our solar system. It
So
begs
this was
questions so
found on
vital.
Phoebe?
Object.
First proof of extraterrestrial life.
Yeah, and it's just more fucking death.
But we stick it on the end of a torpedo and we fire it into the sun.
Yeah, that'll do
Hang
it.
on. What if
Those people are beyond help.
you don't know that?
Like, she has a point,
None
but
of us know what
also
we're dealing with here. And until we do,
it's not.
that is
safe.
too important to destroy right now. It'll be safe.
I don't like keeping it around. Socorro. Phoebe. So this is...
She's doing it again.
Okay. So these are the Mars people. That's pretty impressive. It's always very strange hearing Kiwi accents in American shows.
This won't even be a real fight.
How come someone on Mars
Shut your hole or I'll assist you with that.
has a New Zealand accent?
So the ice tunnels.
Oof.
It looks like they were incinerated. It's
We didn't
possible
actually
there was
see
a fire
this,
or
did we?
chemical spill.
We will not be led into war on anyone's leash.
Yeah, figure out what happened first and then make a decision.
And because of Vesta, we pushed back the terraforming project. 50 years and 50 more. All those resources to the military now. None of us will live to see an atmosphere over Mars.
May be busy pointing guns at each
Okay,
other. but
maybe
those
this guy
quarantine beacons won't keep
isn't
people away from
as
arrows
involved as
forever.
I thought he
There's
was.
already a lot more do-gooders than we expected.
He seems to be
Next
a
will
bit
be
in
the
the dark.
looters.
Well, maybe he does know.
This was Julie's spot. Far from the house.
It's really not. But I guess that kind of
But she could
shows
find
how much
her
space is on
adventures.
Earth if that is far
She
from the
taught
house.
herself losing her was worth
Yeah, I
it.
don't have much sympathy for
She's
you,
a
my
sacred
guy.
part of it now.
Okay, so he does know
Never
what's going
again.
on. Sedavid does know what's going on. He's just not a huge fan of
This
it.
will kill any.
How long I gotta wear this?
Rest of your days.
Famous coffee machine you keep talking about.
Other way.
Have they just been in the sick bay for the last, like, month or so? Since leaving Eros? Did you think cups were gonna be in that tiny drawer?
But he wasn't a good enough friend to wait for you.
No. Simi was right. It was stupid to wait.
But Naomi made the call. End of story for me.
I respect that
When
he's
your
like...
pop pulled the gun, you're poisoning the air.
Yeah. What do you think would happen, Miller? Amos is in so much better condition than you right now.
Stay down, Miller.
Amos, stop! Amos! Stop it.
I told him to stay down.
Okay, just...
I feel like something like that has happened before, because Naomi's reaction seemed very intense there. That felt like it had happened before. Ooh, purple.
The Africanus to Callisto and the Scirocco to Phoebe. What do you
We've heard
recommend?
of the Africanus
We
before.
secure all. I advise that we deploy our fleet to secure any base that might become a Martian foothold.
Hmm.
Do you concur?
Lots of tension in the air. I want to know what her play actually is, because she seems to be going along with Sadaver at the moment, which seems to be the path for war. But she's not happy about it.
It's different.
Yeah.
Okay, very different. But he's not crazy and
I
he's
like
not
that
evil.
shot with her in the mirror. That's cool.
Always needed someone to help him out with the world.
You know, Holden was shocked by arrows. I was shocked it hadn't happened a long time ago.
Why would Earth suddenly care about Phoebe
Because
Station?
Mars
Must be
cares
something
about
there they
Phoebe
don't want us to
Station.
find.
Everyone is assuming the
Prepare your
others'
team for drop.
reactions, and it's gonna end up in a war, and that feels very accurate. I'm very distracted by that pink
Good to
dress
see
in
you,
the background.
What do you want?
I want you on my security detail.
Johnson?
I have no love for Fred Johnson. But in this matter, his hands are clean.
Then you one hell of a liar in the news.
The investigation dead ends. I'll make an excellent scapegoat.
She's making a move now. Planning some things. I really don't like the idea of just leaving this alone. What's going on here? Ooh.
You've put your lives in my hands.
He's taking it
I'm
all
okay.
on his shoulders because he feels like he has to, and he feels like he's the only one, and he feels like he has to be okay because everyone is relying on him, because that's what it is to be a leader. At least he's just not letting it float in space. I guess that's something. It's kind of by a landmark. Those are very... They don't have much breathability by the looks of it. Which is probably a good thing in space. That's a very intentional shot. Okay, then... I don't know how I feel about this one.
Sorry.
Oh, she's into it. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this was coming. Uh-oh.
What the hell?
It's a ground operation. Why
Uh-oh.
are we firing missiles?
Command must have...
Mars is firing missiles? That's not gonna help with the tensions.
He does. We have to anticipate the worst.
No.
It is a backwater science.
By the time you see it on that display, it will be too late.
That's gotta be so difficult to...
Answer my question.
Having that delay has gotta be so difficult when it comes to making those split-second decisions in a time of tension or in war. Like, you can't know the full picture until it's too late. That's gotta be such a difficult position to be in.
There was a little know-it-all at the academy debating me in philosophy. I promise you, sir.
Evgeny as a friend?
An exceptional man.
Yes. Who never went to the academy.
It's okay. I kind of like that guy. I feel like if Chrisjen can get him on her side, then he will be a good ally. Oh, they're firing past it.
I repeat, their missiles were not intended for us.
Why are they firing at Phoebe, though?
The Martians were targeting Phoebe Research Station, which sustained multiple direct hits.
Ooh.
It's
They
completely
destroy... Interesting. I guess if they don't want Earth to know what was on it, then that's the best option. What happened to Gunny and her team, though? I wonder how many bodies there are just floating in space like that.
How often do we all just hang out together?
I like
Just
Alex so
talk,
much.
You know, without work. No, without work. Hey, listen to yourself. We ought to just do that, right?
Alex is great.
It's a Kamal family recipe.
I like that tray. That'd be a great brownie tray
Now,
for no
granted,
edges.
we had to improvise a little bit without any real cheese or wheat.
Why are you going
tomatoes.
straight for that corner, sir?
Damn,
That's a bit
Alex,
weird.
you're getting us really excited about it.
We confiscated about 1,000 kilos of high-grade
Miller
peppers
just
found for some luxury spa. And
makes himself
Stuff is out of line,
unlikable,
too.
doesn't he?
Knock up that thing.
Or it just vanished.
Yeah, the security camera showed
Yeah. That olive branch moment.
Meanwhile, whole room stinks like cheese farts.
I think I'm too young.
The detective.
Oh, goddamn, that was great cheese.
You're right.
That was cute. That was a good scene. I guess they just came back to the ship.
We vaporized it. I'd say the fight's coming soon enough.
I hope you're wrong.
She's very ready for a fight.
Earth knows the price of escalation as well as we do.
She's very ready for a fight, but what she really wants is to see Mars terraformed and picking up. Go! The first episode of Season 2. That was a good episode. We're getting back into it. Getting back into it, kind of setting up things for the new season, I guess. Introduced a new character, Gunny and her crew. I didn't pick up any of their names, but they seem like a fun crew. Gunny's an interesting character. Look interested to see more from her. She seems like someone who's very ready and eager for a fight. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still getting a read on her in many ways. It's kind of toying with that whole idea of the price of war, and is war worth it, and is the potential freedom you might get on the other side of war worth it. Yeah, so that's an interesting theme that's being set up there. The tension between the Earth and the Mars kind of ramping up and no one really knowing what the other one is doing. and having to make having that delay on the decision making must be a nightmare for the UN and Mars, I guess. What else has been happening? The crew of the Roci is getting along. I love that Alex sat them down for a meal. That's great. I'm loving all the different dynamics. Naomi kind of had a scene with everyone except Alex in that episode. Kind of as she's kind of the glue of the team. She's like the one who notices when people need some extra support and will go and check on them, and kind of the emotional center, and I guess the moral center as well, maybe, although Holden kind of holds a bit of that to some extent. I don't know how I feel about those two getting together. Like, I kind of saw it coming, but I mean, they're the male and female lead, right? It's bound to happen. Yeah, I mean, they're a nice enough couple. They work well together as a team. I'm way more interested in Naomi and Amos's relationship, and I felt like she was almost infantilizing him. Is that how you say it? Infantilizing Amos a little bit, with that, like, you know, he needs some help in the world and that's my role. And she seems to have talked him down from murdering some people before, like when he was going for Miller. Her reaction seemed like it, to me, that altercation seemed like it was just getting some, you know, some emotions on the table, and kind of they almost needed that to establish the pecking order in many ways, although Miller tends to put himself in situations where he might get hurt, where someone might want to hurt him. Where am I going with this? I don't know. But yeah, Naomi and Amos's relationship is fascinating to me, and Amos in general is a fascinating character. I really respect that he saw Miller and he was like, okay, let's get this out on the table. You know, we've got this tension between us. Let's talk about it. Let's clear it up. I also really like that moment at the end with that interaction between Miller and Amos, where Amos kind of made space for him at the table. That was nice. Miller tends to push people away and to make himself unlikable, but he opened up a little bit, and then Amos opened up as well, and that was kind of their way of acknowledging each other and clearing the air and like removing that tension. It's always very weird hearing a Kiwi accent in an American show, I gotta say, because it sounds so out of place. And like, I can actually hear the accent in a show. Like, usually if I'm just talking to someone in the street, I won't pay attention, or at work or whatever, I won't notice the accent. It's like, yeah, that's just a normal accent. But when it's in a show, you can hear the accent because everyone else is talking in usually American accents. And then there's someone with a similar accent to yourself, and you're like, wow, do I sound like that? Oh boy. But yeah, Gunny is cool. I'm interested to see more of her. Naomi and Holden getting together. See where that goes. I think they're a nice couple. I like the dynamic of like Holden as leader and Naomi as support person. Anyway, I think that will about do it for me. It's cool seeing the crew come together and acting like a little family. They've been on the ship for long enough. It looks like they've been there for a month or so. Holden and Miller both grew beards. But yeah, it's nice seeing them all sit down and have that meal. I kind of want that lasagna tray, because then you get all the crisp edges, and it'd be great for brownies as well, if you don't want any middle pieces on the brownies. But yeah, I think that'll do it for me. I'm looking forward to the next episode. It sounded, from what people in the comments were saying, was it episode 4 and 5, I think, or maybe 3 and 4 were the end of the book. So we're kind of coming up to that. And I guess that will be the end of this particular arc, maybe? I don't know. We'll find out. Oh yeah, actually, before I go, that was the other thing that was kind of important this episode. Extraterrestrial life. There was something about the bioweapon, which was called the protomolecule, coming from a different solar system. So, aliens? I guess? Maybe? I don't know. This feels, so far it's been a very grounded and reality show, but it's sci-fi, so aliens might exist, and I will be fascinated to know what form they take. I mean, in many ways the bioweapon is an alien, because it's a living organism from a different solar system, which by definition that's alien, right? That's like, the alien doesn't necessarily mean it's sentient. So, but where did it come from? Who knows? I guess that's the question of the season, maybe. Where did it come from? And will there be war between Earth and Mars? I guess we'll find out next time, maybe. Or at least get closer to figuring that out. Anyway, that will do it from me. I'm gonna go. You guys head off as well. Go off, get a drink, grab a snack, take a nap, go for a walk, go do something else, leave YouTube, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!